Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happenings. Definitely, this is going to be a very short cricket happening show today. I can tell this at the outset, as we are only going to look at some cricket news. So, the first news that I would like to talk about on this particular day is Kevin Pietersen made a grand entry into the domestic scene for England, as he actually represented Surrey today against Essex in the T20 blast that happened between Surrey versus Essex at the T20 blast South Group Kia Oval. And Kevin Pietersen was in his element today. What a wonderful bout of hitting from Kevin Pietersen. It was a real marvelous to watch Kevin Pietersen take the Essex attack on, which included Asher Zaidi, Mohammad Amir, the Pakistani bowler, Bopara Walter, but Simon Harmer was the one who came in for some severe punishment from the bat of Kevin Pietersen, as Kevin Pietersen slammed him for 4 sixes in a single over. First, in the first 2 balls, he deposited Simon Harmer into the long on territory and then turned on to hit 2 more sixes. And also, out of it, that was 4 sixes of one bowler, Simon Harmer, the South African bowler, and he was taken out of the attack after that very big attack that Kevin Pietersen launched against Simon Harmer. And then the 5th six was the captain Essex was lifted into the stands by Kevin Pietersen for another marvelous 6, which the Kevin Pietersen's innings was the one which really held the eye of everyone, as only due to Kevin Pietersen's knock of 52 of just 35 deliveries, 1 4 and 5 sixes, that Surrey actually managed to get 150 for 9, and in the end it was only because of Kevin Pietersen that they won the match, because the margin of victory was just 10 runs. What was good about that was Kevin Pietersen, even though coming into the England domestic scene after a gap of 2 years, really showed what he's really made up of. What a knock from Kevin Pietersen. Started off in great fashion. In fact, Mohammad Amir was the one who actually laid Surrey low by actually dismissing both the openers. Aaron Finch was scored by Foster, bowling Mohammad Amir for 21 of 14 deliveries, 3 fours and 1 6. Jason Roy was out for 17 of 14 balls, 4 fours, but Mohammad Amir was absolutely on the money. He had a good bowling figures, 4 overs, 2 for 13. He rocked them, but Kevin Pietersen turned it on. He went after Simon Harmer and started changing the complexion. But again, the problem for Surrey was, after even Kevin Pietersen was dismissed by Walter, the other good players in the team, like Kumar Sangakkara, could get only 8 runs. Simon Harmer picked up his wicket of 11 deliveries. Sibley made 12, bowled by Asher Zaidi. Pope was out for 6, but Sam Curran, even the Curran brothers could not contribute. They could only contribute 12 apiece, with Sam Curran being out for 12 and Tom Curran not out on 12. Meeker, one batty duck, and that was the end of the Surrey innings. 150 for 9. Mohammad Amir really impressed. 4 overs, 2 for 13. 3 overs, 1 for 23 for Asher Zaidi. Bopara bowled 1 for 34. Look at Simon Harmer. Was taken out of the attack, could not bowl his full quota because of the assault which was launched by Kevin Pietersen. 3 overs, 1 for 36. Walter 4 overs, 3 for 24. And Ryan Doshat, the skipper of the Essex team, 2 overs, 9 for 15. As far as the Essex innings was concerned, Essex definitely started off with a good partnership, a decent partnership, considering they were chasing 151 runs from 20 overs. A bowling attack which consisted of Joe Dernbash, Sam Curran, Tim Curran, and Stuart Meeker and Gareth Barry. And Lawrence contributed 24 with 22 balls, 4 fours. Chopra, Vikram Chopra making 27 of 22 balls, 3 fours and 1 6. Wesley made 17. Meeker actually got both the openers into the pavilion, and then Batty picked up the right arm of offie, Jeremy Batty picking up the wicket of Tom Wesley, an England prospect, one could say, out for 17 of 19 deliveries, 2 fours. Ravi Bopara was out for 24 with 19 balls, 2 fours. Witt was out for naught. Ryan Doshat tried as a skipper. He tried his bit to hold the innings and see whether he could take Essex to victory, but it was not to be. He was left not out on 28 of 25 deliveries, 2 fours. Zaidi was out for the Curran, Tom Curran, picking up the wicket of Asher Zaidi and Foster, and it left Essex Essex were restricted to 140 for 7, and the game was won by Surrey. Dern Bashford was 1 for 35. The Curran brothers, Sam Curran 1 for 31, but Tom Curran bowled well. 2 for 24 for him. Stuart Maker 4 overs, 2 for 27, and Gareth Barry, the offie, 4 overs, 1 for 19. But Kevin Pietersen really made the crowd stand up with this particular innings that he played. It was real entertainment here at the Kia Oval. The other news that I would like to talk about is we are talking about the ICC rankings, and Ravichandran Ashwin, the Indian bowler who was ranked the number 2 bowler in Test, has been overtaken by Rangana Herath as number 2. So basically, Rangana Herath has gone to number 2 position, and Herath, as you know, is already surpassed Wakar Yunus, Malcolm Marshall, and Ian Botham as far as the wickets tally is concerned, and in the highest successful chase that Sri Lanka staged. And other than that, not much. There's not much to really talk about. There was just one salient feature that I wanted to cover about, and other than that, there's not much cricket news. It was all about Kevin Pietersen, Surrey versus Essex, the T20. And the other thing that I could say is there's nothing to really talk about, dear fans. It's a very, very short cricket show today with not much of cricket to really dwell on. But definitely, as I said, Zimbabwe are taking a lot of positives after, even though they did not win the one-off test, but in the ODI series, the batting has really shown what they are made of. And England, and I think it's only a matter of Zimbabwe actually getting their pace resources strengthened, as I've already told you. If that happens, I think it will really augur well for Zimbabwe's future in international cricket. They could be a force to be reckoned with, because their batting and fielding is absolutely top class, and now it's only a matter of plugging the gap in the bowling department, and that too in the pace department. They have very good spinners, very quality spinner in the Zimbabwean captain Graham Creamer. Also, a word for Zimbabwean captain Graham Creamer. He's also a very astute captain, very intelligent, a good thinker, a thinker of the game, I think, and he made his moves very smartly as well. So basically, Graham Creamer is someone who is a tremendous captain for Zimbabwe. There's no doubt about it. He translates everything into action. He looks to be quite determined in the way he handles things. As far as spin is concerned, spin is not an issue for Zimbabwe. They do have some quality spinners, but probably they could still make up with some very good genuine spinner, probably a good genuine left arm spinner, a genuine right arm off spinner, and that is something that Zimbabwe need to work on, because they already have a leggy in place in the captain. And then the batting, as I said, is always strong. The fielding is something also they have done well. Chakabwa definitely did not redeem himself well, but I'm sure he will learn from mistakes. And barring that, as I said, it's only about the pace department. The pace department, to me, was really looking good at once upon a time. But the problem for them happens to be that someone is injured. Tendai Chatara, I was surprised to see that Tendai Chatara didn't play in this game, which really came as a surprise for me. Donald Tripano, and they have Chris Pofu, the experienced guy. But definitely they would be doing well. There's one more bowler who probably is injured, and well, it's not about, but I'm sure he's a good bowler. I don't recollect his name, but I still think that they require a genuine fast bowler, and I think that will really even up matters for Zimbabwe as far as international cricket is concerned. Well, fans, friends, subscribers, I think it's about time for me to leave this cricket show for today with this very short cricket show, but definitely promising you that I'll be back with more cricket happenings tomorrow. Until then, it's good night.